The question concerns the 7-foot 6-inch requirement for lights overhead of a hot tub and whether a transformer-style track light head supplied by a ground fault circuit interrupter (GFCI) breaker would meet requirements if the lights are not 7 foot 6 inches above the tub. The answer is yes. A transformer-style track light head supplied by a GFCI breaker would meet all of the requirements for lighting overhead of a hot tub, even if the lights are not 7 foot 6 inches above the tub, as long as certain conditions are met. Firstly, the lights must be suitable for wet locations. Secondly, the lights must be connected to a GFCI protected circuit. Thirdly, the transformer must be located outside of the 5-foot radius around the tub. The exception in the code for lights overhead of hot tubs that are not 7 foot 6 inches above the tub applies to lights that are supplied by a GFCI protected circuit and are suitable for wet locations. Therefore, as long as the transformer-style track light head meets these requirements, it would be compliant with the code. To elaborate on these requirements, let's consider several important aspects of electrical safety and code compliance related to hot tub lighting. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, sets specific standards for electrical installations to ensure safety and prevent electrical hazards. These standards are particularly stringent in and around bodies of water like hot tubs due to the increased risk of electric shock. The 7 foot 6 inch rule is a common requirement aimed at maintaining a safe distance between electrical fixtures and the water to prevent accidental contact. However, exceptions exist to this rule when certain protective measures are in place, specifically GFCI protection and the use of wet location rated fixtures. A ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, is a critical safety device designed to protect individuals from electric shock. It works by monitoring the current flowing in a circuit and quickly interrupting the power if it detects any leakage current to ground. This leakage, even a small amount, can indicate that electricity is flowing through an unintended path, such as a person touching a live wire. GFCIs are designed to trip or disconnect the power within milliseconds of detecting such a fault, significantly reducing the risk of serious injury or death. In the context of hot tub lighting, GFCI protection is essential because it provides an additional layer of safety in an environment where the risk of electrical shock is elevated. Even if a light fixture were to fail or become damaged, the GFCI would quickly cut off the power, preventing a dangerous electrical current from passing through the water and potentially harming someone in the tub. Wet location rated fixtures are specifically designed and constructed to withstand exposure to moisture and water. These fixtures are built with materials and seals that prevent water from entering the electrical components, which could cause corrosion, short circuits, and electrical shocks. The rating of a wet location fixture is determined through rigorous testing and certification processes, ensuring that it meets industry standards for water resistance. Using wet location rated fixtures is crucial in hot tub areas because these fixtures are constantly exposed to splashing water, humidity, and condensation. Standard light fixtures that are not designed for wet locations would quickly deteriorate in this environment, posing a significant electrical hazard. By using wet location rated fixtures, you can ensure that the electrical components are protected from water damage, reducing the risk of electrical failure and potential injury. The location of the transformer is another critical factor to consider when installing track lighting near a hot tub. A transformer is an electrical device that steps down voltage from a higher level, such as 120 volts, to a lower level, such as 12 volts, which is often used in track lighting systems. The NEC specifies that electrical equipment, including transformers, must be located at a safe distance from the water to prevent accidental contact and reduce the risk of electrical shock. The 5-foot radius requirement is a common standard used to establish the safe distance. By locating the transformer outside of this zone, you can minimize the risk of someone touching the transformer while or near the hot tub, further enhancing electrical safety. Track lighting systems offer a versatile and customizable lighting solution for hot tub areas. These systems typically consist of a track that is mounted to the ceiling or wall and multiple light heads that can be attached to the track. The light heads can be adjusted and positioned to direct light where it is needed, providing both ambient and task lighting. When using track lighting near a hot tub, It is essential to select light heads that are suitable for wet locations and to ensure that the entire system is installed in accordance with the NEC. This includes properly grounding the track, using the correct wiring methods, and protecting the system from physical damage. To summarize, compliance with the electrical codes and safety standards is paramount when installing lighting in your hot tub. By adhering to the 7-foot 6-inch rule, using GFCI protection, selecting wet location rated fixtures, and positioning the transformer outside of the 5-foot radius, you can create a safe and enjoyable environment for relaxing in your hot tub. Always consult with a qualified electrician to ensure that your electrical installation meets all applicable codes and regulations. Electrical codes are in place to protect people and property from electrical hazards. These codes are developed and maintained by organizations such as the National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, which publishes the NEC. The NEC is a comprehensive set of standards that covers all aspects of electrical installations, from wiring methods to equipment specifications. It is updated every 3 years to reflect the latest technological advancements and safety practices. State and local jurisdictions typically adopt the NEC as the basis for their electrical codes, but they may also make modifications or additions to address specific local conditions. It is essential to consult with your local building department to determine the specific electrical codes that apply in your area. In addition to the NEC, there are other standards and regulations that may apply to hot tub lighting installations. These may include product safety standards from organizations such as Underwriters Laboratories, or all, which test and certify electrical products to ensure that they meet safety requirements. Compliance with these standards is often required by local codes and regulations. Furthermore, it is important to consider the specific requirements of your hot tub manufacturer. Some manufacturers may have specific recommendations or restrictions regarding the type of lighting that can be used near their products. Following these recommendations can help to ensure the safe and proper operation of your hot tub. When planning a hot tub lighting installation, it is always best to consult with a qualified electrician. A licensed electrician has the knowledge and experience to ensure that your installation meets all applicable codes and regulations. They can also help you to select the right types of fixtures and equipment for your specific application and to install them safely and correctly. Hiring a qualified electrician is an investment in your safety and peace of mind. They can identify potential hazards and ensure that your electrical system is properly grounded, protected, and installed in accordance with all applicable standards. This can help to prevent electrical shocks, fires, and other electrical hazards. The GFCI protection, as mentioned previously, is a fast-acting circuit breaker designed to shut off electric power in the event of a ground fault. Ground faults can occur when electrical current leaks outside of its intended path, often through a person who is touching a live wire. GFCI breakers are designed to detect even small amounts of leakage current and to trip or disconnect the power within milliseconds. This rapid response time can prevent serious injury or death. GFCI protection is required in many areas where there is a high risk of electrical shock, such as bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor locations. In the context of hot tubs, GFCI protection is essential because of the presence of water, which greatly increases the risk of electrical shock. The NEC requires that all electrical circuits that supply power to a hot tub be GFCI protected. This includes circuits that supply power to the pump, heater, and lighting. GFCI protection can be provided by a GFCI breaker installed in the electrical panel or by a GFCI receptacle installed near the hot tub. A GFCI breaker is a circuit breaker that incorporates GFCI protection. It is installed in the electrical panel and provides GFCI protection for the entire circuit. A GFCI receptacle is a standard electrical outlet that incorporates GFCI protection. It can be used to provide GFCI protection for a single outlet or for multiple outlets that are wired in series. When installing a GFCI receptacle, it is important to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. The receptacle must be properly grounded and wired in accordance with the NEC. It is also important to test the GFCI receptacle regularly to ensure that it is working properly. This can be done by pressing the test button on the receptacle. If the receptacle trips, it is working properly. If it does not trip, it should be replaced immediately. In addition to GFCI protection, it is also important to use proper wiring methods when installing electrical circuits near a hot tub. The NEC specifies the types of wiring that are permitted in wet locations. These wiring methods are designed to protect the wiring from moisture and corrosion. One common wiring method used in wet locations is conduit. Conduit is a metal or plastic pipe that is used to enclose and protect electrical wiring. Conduit is available in a variety of sizes and materials. The type of conduit that is used depends on the specific application and the environment. Another common wiring method used in wet locations is underground feeder, or UF cable. UF cable is a type of electrical cable that is designed for direct burial in the ground. UF cable is typically used for outdoor lighting and other outdoor electrical applications. When installing electrical wiring near a hot tub, it is important to follow all of the NEC requirements for wet locations. This will help to ensure that the wiring is protected from moisture and corrosion and that the electrical system is safe. In addition to the technical requirements, it is also important to consider the aesthetic aspects of hot tub lighting. Lighting can play a significant role in creating a relaxing and enjoyable atmosphere. There are many different types of lighting that can be used near a hot tub, including recessed lighting, track lighting, and landscape lighting. Recessed lighting is a type of lighting that is installed inside of a ceiling or wall. Recessed lighting can provide both ambient and task lighting. Track lighting is a type of lighting that consists of a track that is mounted to the ceiling or wall and multiple light heads that can be attached to the track. Track lighting is a versatile lighting solution that can be used to direct light where it is needed. Landscape lighting is a type of lighting that is used to illuminate outdoor areas. Landscape lighting can be used to highlight plants, trees, and other features. When selecting lighting for your hot tub area, it is important to consider the overall design and the atmosphere that you want to create. You should also consider the energy efficiency of the lighting. Light-emitting diode, or LED, lighting is a popular choice for hot tub areas because it is energy efficient and long-lasting. LED lights are also available in a variety of colors and styles. In conclusion, hot tub lighting is a complex topic that involves both technical and aesthetic considerations. By following the NEC requirements, using GFCI protection, selecting wet location rated fixtures, and considering the overall design, you can create a safe, enjoyable, and relaxing environment for your hot tub. Always consult with a qualified electrician to ensure that your electrical installation meets all applicable codes and regulations. Remember that electrical safety is paramount, especially in wet environments. Adhering to the code requirements and best practices outlined here will help to minimize the risk of electrical hazards and ensure the well-being of yourself and others.